It's a group presentation, ma'am. It's a collective effort, but different ideas.
Very warm greetings to everyone present here. It's our immense pleasure as we put forth our group presentation before you all. We are actually overwhelmed with pride and satisfaction as our today's presentation is a compilation of individual ideas put together through united efforts as a team of six. Our presentation is truly one of its kind as it entails deciphering of six engrossing topics through a multidisciplinary approach where we actually utilize the invaluable skills that we have developed during the course of the last 10 days.
A humble request for all consideration as we proceed. Our today's presentation's primary rationale is to promulgate the idea of trusting science and research. Therefore, each and every claim, argument, assertion that we make hereby is a derivative of our intensive academic research from reputed resources. All of which stands corroborated by data and years of study by researchers and hence very much reliable for building upon the same for the purpose of our today's discussion. Here we go with our first scientific analysis regarding the relation of criminal tendencies and genetic deposition.
Ever since my childhood, I have always been fascinated by the study of genetics, psychology, especially in reference to criminal tendencies. I perceive this as a golden opportunity to explore whether or not there is a genetic disposition towards criminal tendencies. And for this purpose, I refer to a study by Mrs. Jasmine undertaken at the University of Pennsylvania in association with the US Federal Probation. In this research, there happened to be a tug of war between the role of genetics and upbringing in the making of a criminal. The research took into account a criminal indexing profile of more than 1 million convicted personnel over the last 86 years. And important to note, it is that most of these convicts were involved in heinous offences and had mild to extreme exposure to violence during their early ages. An interview by Dr. Andrew Shaw, a criminal psychologist, revealed that the presence or exposure to frequent criminal activities can have an indelible impact over the mind of a teenager. By passing any genetic disposition, unequivocally a child is born a blank canvas, where the upbringing is directly responsible or piece of something undesirable. Having said that, we cannot turn a blind eye towards the fact that genetics are nothing but a biological storage apparatus, with information encompassing evaluative competencies. While we do get our parents' physical characteristics, we also indirectly inherit the way in which our hardware works. As apparently, when we are talking about the role of upbringing in crime, there's a cliche in criminology that says upbringing loads the gun and society pulls the trigger in the making of a criminal. As someone having a having a dark skin tone would have to undergo extreme levels of discrimination during the early 19th century in the United States, which in turn led to an inducing amount of sense of instability and insecurity in a child's mind. Well, remember this, that love and affection play a pivotal role in a child's upbringing in ensuring that he or she becomes a responsible and law-abiding citizen. And hence, the research done over 27 years ago concluded that criminals are not born. Thank you very much. Over to my colleague Disha.
My sincere greetings to everyone. Whenever we're talking about diversity and the concept of social segments in sociology, one of the biggest groups across the length and breadth of globe is gender. Since approximately half of the world's population consists of females, it is important for us to create a system of social equality. It happens several times that erroneous notions are used by people as a generalized idea against a specific group of sex. Many of us must have had an unforgettable experience when someone has said that all the girls are same or all the boys are same. It is important for us to ensure that the whole gender group is not blamed for doing of an individual. And here is my scientific analysis on the expression of emotion from the perspective of both the genders. A study titled Gender Differences in Aggression Related Responses, undertaken by the University of Daegu, presents to us a very interesting analysis regarding expression of aggression by both the genders respectively. In the study, they utilized the reaction inventory where they artificially attempted to induce aggression through stimulated environments like verbal abuse, insults, situations like scratching of a blackboard with fingernails, and even physical attack.